This guy sold his batty to the CCP, sold his batty to Tencent, and he's saying, oh, I did everything, I made it in spite of the machine. I made it in spite of the machine. I did everything wrong as a content creator. Name some names. Name some names. And let's see what your interactions with those people have been like. So just absolutely, like, you're just showing that no matter how successful you get, you will always be a bitter, resentful loser. There's also claims of a micropenis in that lawsuit too, right? So I've been meaning to get this Tectone video for several days. We're finally here. Finally here. Screaming under the ball. So true. It's in the ball. So Tectone put up this video 3 days ago. Okay? Or 4 days ago, something, 3 days. It's an asmongold skinwalking video. Do you guys know asmongold does these videos where he sits in his garden with the camera pointed at his face and just like rants about something that's upsetting him? Like talks about how he's got terrible anxiety despite being a multimillionaire who could fix any of his problems. Says he's got terrible anxiety and can't leave the house. We all remember this, yeah? Hopefully. We all know about these asmongold videos. Yeah, relatable soy rants. But it's like exactly, it's the exact asmongold format. Like, look. Like, it's the exact same thing. It's like the most obvious skinwalking in the world. It's just like Wigger asmongold. So, we're going to take a look at this. It's called Streamers Disgust Me. So you can imagine it's going to be a whole lot of just crying that Tectone is just so hard done by. And all the other streamers get off so easy. It's going to be absolutely the most wretched you watch this week, I imagine. So let's take a look.
Hey, what's up, guys? I know it's supposed to be my
I didn't cover this on JSOUL's stream, no. They showed me a couple clips, but I wasn't there for the actual coverage.
I try to take a day off once every 6 days or so, and the sound quality is probably pretty There's the lawnmower guy in the background. That literally just started, by the way. I could end the recording and just say, I'll wait till he's done, but I already know these videos that I make don't really matter anyways. I don't really think anybody cares. You know, there's a little AC unit in the background going there. I got the sprinkler over there. No Mango, he's inside. He's been a very good boy. Sophia's inside as well. Jenazad, Anna, they're probably asleep because, you know, my roommates don't wake up till the crack of noon. Well, actually, Jenazad wakes up at 3 a.m., so I guess he's probably up. But, yeah, I just wanted to talk about some thoughts that I've been having. And I would like to preface this saying, like, I'm in a very...
This guy always comes off like the most fake dipshit in the world. And it's like, not just that, it almost seems like manic, you know? It's almost like he comes up with this idea like, oh, I'm going to send this file of information to Twitch. He spends like 5 minutes hacking it together. He's like, now they'll definitely get banned, like we covered the other day. And then he's like, dude, I need to do like one of those asmongold videos. People feel bad for me if I do one of those asmongold videos. I need to go out and do this asmongold video. And then he goes out and does it and just posts it immediately. It's like, that's the sort of vibe that I feel like this guy's on. There is like something deeply wrong with him. He's just like a very, very fucking strange guy with no personality of its own. It's just very odd to look at. And it's very strange when you go back and look at his history too. When you see him like a fat, swollen gacha player before he like lost weight and started going to the gym. And you see him just like being like, you know, this chubby, you know, almost jolly little character that obviously is still a bit of a weirdo. But now you just see there's this complete veneer of just like the most like pathetic, limp attempt at like yeah, grandeur or bravado. It's like it's so shameful. It is very it's not very ensouled behavior. He's not ensouled. I look at his eyes and I don't really see someone who's ensouled here. You know, when you see his face express emotion, you don't really see someone who's ensouled.
Good mental space right now. I'm very good mentally. I'm honestly pretty happy, but I'm just kind of disgusted with the bigger I get, the more successful I get, and I want to make it very clear I'm not successful like the normal successful. I'm not successful because I worked with the machine. I'm successful because I worked in spite of the machine. I did everything wrong as a content creator.
Dude, you farmed gacha content for retard needs and farmed parasocial relationships. What do you mean you did everything wrong? No, you sucked up to people with more clout than you. You copied people with more clout than you who were doing it better. You moved into a market and were very aggressive towards other content creators in that market. You accepted sponsorships and pushed, like you did every step, every clout chasing, money grubbing step you could have taken along the way. You have taken. What do you mean you did everything wrong? You worked in spite of the machine. Bro, your career is propped up by the fucking machine of the CCP, you know? You're out there playing Western Century of Humiliation, addiction funnel machines and selling them to your fucking audience, bro. You're literally, on nothing but part of the machine.
And I still am here today, breaking 1 million subscribers, averaging sometimes well over 10 to 12,000 viewers on multiple different streaming sites. And I'm not saying this because I'm narcissistic, even though I am.
This guy sold his batty to the CCP, sold his batty to Tencent, and he's saying, oh, I did everything, I made it in spite of the machine. I made it in spite of the machine. I did everything wrong as a content creator. What, were they selling his batty to Xi Jinping?
I'm saying this because I was in my bed just thinking. I had Mango snoring on me, and I was just thinking about how difficult these past 6.5 years were. And I get these messages of, man, I can't believe you're willing to say this on stream. I can't believe you're willing to say the quiet part out loud. I can't believe you're willing to stick up for this person. I can't believe you stick to your values. I can't believe, you
stick to your values? Tectone's values. Lying, allegedly sexually assaulting and abusing women, covering up for people who have sexually assaulted or abused women, denying claims of sexual assault. Tectone, I'm so proud of you for sticking up with your values. Thank you for sticking up for your values, Tectone. So brave. Thank you for getting on stream and lying about your dad's numerous convictions for sexual harassment and assault. Thank you, Tectone. Whoa, so brave. You really said the quiet part out loud and stood in your principles today, Tectone.
You're fighting against, the streamer clicks, this, that, and the other. And God, I sound like I'm really sucking my own dick right now. As a streamer, and what I mean by I succeeded the wrong way is because this is how you succeed. And I don't mean in the short term. Anything can succeed in the short term, but in the long term. I've had 6.5 years of always being successful. And for other streamers...
There is like a almost... it's not a pressured speech. It's like a different thing. But there's like a... There is a pressured nature to his demeanor that makes me feel like he's manic, you know? It's like he's stuck in his head, you know?
This is how it goes. If you're an attractive woman, congratulations, you've succeeded. You have a career.
Dude, like immediately, like isn't this just so weird and like just like you're talking about your career and you're just like, by the way, all attractive women just instantly make it. Bro, isn't this meant to be about your career and how you succeeded? Why are you suddenly just spurting off about how much you hate women?
And for other streamers, this is how it goes. If you're an attractive woman, congratulations, you've succeeded. You have a career. You will. You can probably make tens of thousands of dollars if you are a conventionally attractive woman on the internet, no matter how stupid you are. I know that sounds misogynistic, but I'm sorry, it's true. If you
Whoa,
have
whoa, it might sound misogynistic, but I'm sorry, it's true. Well, I'm just spitting hard truths that no one asked me about, that I just randomly inserted while talking about my own success. Like, it's okay to point out that attractive women have an easier time in streaming and more likely to make a successful career of it. But why are you bringing it up here? It has no relevance here. You just randomly pointed out, oh, aren't women such fucking whores? Aren't women such fucking whores? Just randomly. So you come off like kind of a fucking weirdo.
Privilege. It's great. Women have it very easy on the internet. Yes, you have to deal with haters who don't want to...
It's just like immediately launching into more just... No, women have it really easy, actually. Women have it really easy. Dude, what relevance does this have to you making it in content creation? What relevance does it have?
You know, listen to your opinion because you're a woman. However, you will just have people listen to everything you say and not give a fuck about your opinion because they're currently jerking off to you, paying you tens of thousands of dollars, which is great.
Isn't this guy a millionaire? Why does he care about women having it easy? You're already good. Yeah, you would think he wouldn't care unless he was like a mentally ill, resentful, pathetic, loser with a warped psyche, from years of receiving and inflicting trauma. In which case you might feel a bit more like how Tectone seems to be feeling here.
Great. Now, it's not every woman, but you also have it easier due to the fact that you can just go on any other streamer's stream. I mean, look at like someone like Mizkif, you know what I mean? Or like, yeah, is there anybody else like Mizkif who does this? You know, you have somebody, they're an OnlyFans girl, you bring them on stream, they have 200 viewers when you first put them on your stream, and then bada bing, bada boom, now they have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, just because they're hot and they got into a streamer stream. You know, maybe that goes on with other streamers in the LA stream. I'm going to be real. I try very hard not to watch other people's streams. I fucking hate 99.99% of other streams. I hate 99.99% of other streamers, as content creators as well as people. Yeah, I don't really like too many people. No, I used to. I really did used to.
Wait, is this another picture of Parry? Dude.
Get more into that later. So the other way to be successful as a streamer is you do a lot of dick sucking. A lot of dick sucking. You see this a lot in the VTuber sphere. You see this a lot in the LA scene. Everybody's got to be friends with everybody. Everything somebody else does.
I'm doxing Purple Parry Gaming. I'm doxing Purple Parry Gaming. I'm doxing Purple Parry Gaming.
Oh my God, this is so cool. Oh my God, my Oshi. Oh my God. Everything is so great. Oh my God, there's no drama ever. Oh my God, I love everybody. I love everybody. Please do things with me. And I think that leads a lot of VTubers to be doing a lot of collabs with a lot of people they don't fuck with, and I think that leads to a lot of mask-off moments like we saw with Cinder.
No, that is Parry, but he face revealed on his stream earlier. But this is Parry.
Everybody's got to be a dick sucker, and where Cinder's mask fell off, there's 100 more streamers just like them waiting to take their place. Not all of them, but a lot of them. You gotta understand, there's just no way that anybody is actually gonna wake up with that golden retriever energy saying, I love this, I love that, I love this, I love that, and then streamers in the VTubing space get so much hate the moment they start talking about some real shit because there's so much fantasy pretend, fucking Mickey Mouse, everybody's happy, everybody loves each other. It's fucking sickening, it's fucking sickening. I don't know how people buy into that shit, but to be honest, I'm still shocked that people are actively choosing to watch VTubers that don't have a big old pair of jugs, because that's the only reason why I watch them to begin with anyways. It's great.
Dude, he's just a fucking weirdo. It's just like these endless tangents about just some bizarre psychosexual shit he's got on his mind. He's such a fucking weirdo, truly. And the insertion of, oh, and only watch VTubers that have big fat titties. Like, bro, we've seen your likes. We have seen the porn you've liked. We have seen the NSFW accounts you was following. You were not about big titties. You was looking at little boys getting their assholes blown open. Anime little boys, just to be totally clear. Just to be totally clear. Okay? That Venti kid from Genshin Impact, I believe. He was seeing that boy's ass get blown wide open, as far as I understand it to be.
Although I say that and then it's like, try to name 5 successful male VTubers. Go ahead. You have 30 seconds. Name 5 successful male VTubers. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do, huh? Let me see. Shoto. Athelstan. I fucking give up. Yeah, that's all I know. Wait. Rev is like, that's a dude who is a VTuber of a little girl, so that doesn't count. But he's a dude. Nuxtaku, holy, he's a VTuber. Fuck, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, but
he had to do a whole, Tectone had to do a whole Twitter post. Where is it? 1 minute, I might have to ask Jason if he's got this stuff. Do you have all the Tectone lolly Shota evidence?
Normal VTubing way, you know what I mean? Although then again, I suppose neither did Athelstan. Nux is, I guess, dude, you know what's crazy? I'm so fucked up in the head. I've known Nux for so long. I legit just thought he was this blue Jew.
No, I'm stress
bouncing. You know, the blue Jew
now.
from fucking Gintama. Nah, there's actually a human behind that. Holy f. Now I get the mental illness because I knew his ass back in COVID. That was peak.
But yeah, Tectone basically had to put up a tweet being like, I've unfollowed a bunch of accounts on Twitter because I accidentally followed like some bullshit excuse basically to account for the fact that he just unfollowed like 100 fucking porn accounts that were posting like, you know, variously aged anime girls. And yeah, I believe even in his likes, there were some specific images of Venti, I believe.
Oh, fuck the AC stuff. Man, you guys might be able to hear me now. That's crazy. So yeah, it's 1, be an attractive female, 2, be a dick sucker, 3, ladder climber, any other streamer that has success. You go, you talk to them, you get buddy, you chill in their chat, you hope to God you get a collab, you hope to God you get a raid, this, that, and the other. Jesus. Everybody's got to pretend to be everybody's friend, but then the moment any controversy happens, you will find out who your real friends are. Very quickly. You will find out who still wants you on their stream.
Wow.
You will find out who wants to talk to you in the DMs. You will find out who is actually there for you, which one of your friendships, you know, are real and which one's not. And you'll learn that very quickly. It's very easy to play pretend. It's very easy to ladder climb. It's very easy to be fake as fuck. It's very easy to feign kindness towards somebody who holsters nothing but benefit to you. But the moment, and I mean the moment, that you are of a 1% detriment, a slight inconvenience, maybe an uncomfortable talk you have to have with your chat, you will toss these people to the wayside and you will never look back and you will never feel bad. Because at the end of the day, all these fucking streamers, all these
dude, this is just like the gay shit people do, where they're just like, man, all streamers suck, man. Man, all content creation people suck. There's no real friends in this shit, man. There's no real... Yeah, no shit. Yeah, no shit. Why don't you, like, get a real life? Well, Chud might complain about this, but Chud doesn't talk to people. Right? Chud doesn't make this shit his whole life. He's not like, you know, not every fucking friend Chud has is a streamer. The point is that if you're, you know, seething that, oh, your friends will never stick by you in this shit, yeah, they don't stick by you because it's a fucking business, retard. You complain everyone sucks all the time. Oh. I can't tell. It's hard to tell with Hellbent sometimes. Whether it's like, he's actually saying something stupid, or if it's like a joke was falling flat. Okay.
Content creators only give a fuck about one thing, and that's themselves. You see these streamers blow up. You have the ladder climbers, and you also have the ladder pullers. Those are great. You got a lot of those going on in the, not that a lot of my new audience cares, but one of the reasons why I fucking hate the fucking, oh, I almost said a slur. I'm so glad I didn't say that. Sorry, we're getting a little bit too real
wow.
here. You know, we're not, yeah, not the N-word.
No, say that one.
I wasn't going to say the super one.
Say that one. No, say that one.
The gay-ass Genshin community. There's so many people that succeed in that space. And I was the most successful Genshin Impact content creator of all time. And when I succeeded,
wow,
like I have been doing for 6.5 years, I immediately made it a point to bring up as many other people with me as I could. Because that's what I do. That's what I care about. I like growing other people.
Dude, this is like such a cope. It's so blatant, man. We've already seen that. Name some names. Name some names. And let's see what your interactions with those people have been like. You just know. After we've just been through the Starbash stuff last week, where Starbash wanted to fuck around a little bit, wanted to do some potentially not good things. So he made sure to buy Pepsi a Minecraft server when he first went to gain a foothold, so he couldn't be easily ejected from the community. That's Tectone. That's Tectone all day, every day. He is that exact guy. You can tell his idea of like being a good person and raising people up is becoming like a source of financial growth for them, being like materially helpful so they're less likely to criticize you, less likely to disavow you, less likely so they're under your thumb, so you have influence over them. It's like so clear from everything he says. Just like the shit with Chud, where he's like, "Hey, we'll play Tomato Town. We'll play Tomato Town. We drop Tomato Town, Chud. Don't ever cover me badly." And then the moment Chud covered him badly, he starts talking crazy shit, then gets confronted, immediately walks it back. So pathetic. So pathetic. It's just so obvious it was trying to lean on the existing, like, status and position he had to try and, like, make Chud think twice about burning him, if you know what I mean. It's, like, so blatant. He's just lying here, by the way. Actual Subhuman's entire presence in Genshin was harassing people. Yeah, that's my understanding, is that he's always just been, like, yeah, there's a reason why this guy says he loves Destiny as a streamer, right? He's said that. He said he loves watching Destiny content. He's one of those guys. He likes going after people. He likes getting in big fights. You know, he's clearly... That's the type of guy he is. I don't know why he'd pretend otherwise. Well, I do know why. It's because he's a disgusting reptilian who has to be epic, wide peepo, comfy, wholesome 100 all the time, so that he can maintain the wretched parasocial connection he's got with his perma-virgin, borderline pedophile audience.
Streams. That's why I work so heavily with Mythic Talent. So I like bringing money to creators.
He's a pussy lolicon.
I like bringing success to creators.
He doesn't. He does not. Tectone does not admit to being a lolicon.
Cherish in this world, and I do. I have a lot of great friends, but trust me, for every friend that I've had, I've lost 20 or 30, and that's just a common thread of life. And that's something that you guys are going to realize. The friends that you have in elementary school, you're not going to have them in middle school. The friends you have in middle school, you're not going to have in high school. The friends that you have in high school, you're not going to have in college. The friends in college you might have for a foreseeable future, unless you guys move too far apart, and then you'll fade. You'll talk every now and then on DMs, but it'll fade. And it's the same thing with content creator friends and Discord friends. The moment you stop playing the same games, the moment you stop going to the same places, the moment it stops being convenient for these people, you will lose them. Now,
so we have just an exhibit 1 here. We have Tectone saying, "I see Venti's trending, so I once again say his ass got no business being that fat." He says from 2021. Now, if we go to Tectone's likes here, I'm going to have to censor this. So I'm going to open up Paint. You have to censor this image quickly. So I'm opening Paint, and we're just going to... We're just going to black out the entire ass. But maybe even a little bit more, just to be on the absolute safe side, the way it should be. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. I've got the evidence. The evidence is ready. It's locked and loaded. So, here we are. Tectone's likes. They should be totally censored properly. They should be fine. You can see here, Tectone's likes. Venti got drunk, and then it's... Oh, don't show the links too much. And then you can see here, there is a little boy getting his asshole blown open. Getting his fucking asshole blown open by like a werewolf or something. So Tectone, do be liking little boys getting their asshole blown open on Twitter, as I understand it to be. Okay.
I'm very prideful because I can count on more than two hands the amount of lifelong friends that I've had, real friends, that people that are there no matter what, that are above the noise, who don't care, because that's how they get you. And that's my biggest weakness, is they get you because they care, and you will be weak if you care too much. Thankfully, I've already experienced the worst of it. You know, I got people.
Yeah, also there's another tweet, so I can't show the screenshot here because it's got like poorly censored porn, but someone replied to the tweet, but Tectone put up a tweet saying, "Unfollowed everyone because my ego is enormous. Also because I'm 30 and followed over 900 hentai accounts. It's time to grow up, guys. Reply if you want to follow back." And then someone replies, "You sure it was because of your ego?" And then post a bunch of screenshots of him liking little girls sucking dick or getting fucked.
Going after me for my fucking dad. And don't get me wrong, guys. I understand what my dad did was bad, right? But people are greatly exaggerating what he did just so they can take me down a peg. Brother, it doesn't do shit. You know what all that did? It got me to 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Go f yourself. Go suck my dick. You can sit there. You can have your fun. You can
so just absolutely, like, you're just showing that no matter how successful you get, you will always be a bitter, resentful loser, you know? You will always be that forever. You've been determined to be that from a very young age, and you will never be able to get off of that life path, okay? Someone pushed you onto that life path, and you will never get off.
Your misinformation. You can talk shit about me. You can talk shit about what my ex said. And did you hear what he did back in Arknights? Did you hear what he did back in Genshin Impact? Unfortunately for all these retards on the internet, we're moving towards a new era where people are actually getting this, doing a Google search. They're realizing that I have done nothing but tell the truth for 6.5 years. And that's why I get into so much shit. That's why so many motherfuckers hate me. I succeeded by telling the truth.
Right,
and it's
of
hard.
Course.
It is.
Of course.
Sometimes the truth doesn't make you
telling the
look good.
truth, like when you refused to admit that you were liking Lolly and Shotakon on Twitter. Huge amounts of Lolly and Shotakon on Twitter. And then you go around and then you started crying and virtue signaling about Lolly later on. And then when you lied about the details of your dad's 14 counts of sexual harassment and assault that he was found guilty of in a military court. Like when you lied about that. Or when you lied about the reason for your ban multiple times. Or when you lied about whether denims got banned for the letter to Osama bin Laden. Or letter to America by Osama bin Laden, sorry. Other way around. Like all those times you just like blatantly, bold-faced, provably lied. Well, you were telling the truth in those too, Tectone.
I succeeded while taking accountability for my actions. I succeeded for showing.
Or yeah, or when he lied about his childhood trauma as well, or when he lied about his childhood trauma too, when he lied about the amount of time that he spent living in a place with his dad and brother, where his brother was in a separate place, like down the hall or something, living in a separate apartment, where he said that was for an extended period of time, but you can go back and look and see that he completely lied about the timeline there. And his dad has previously corrected him, saying it was only for a couple months. Like that. We tell the truth then, Tectone.
Fucked up. And I succeeded by apologizing to those I've wronged. That's not how content creation works. No, you gotta be a robot. In the political space, you can't ever talk about emotion. You can't ever cry. You can't ever get angry. You can't ever be loud. You gotta be calm. You gotta be like a robot. Any criticism that comes your way, you gotta deflect. You got to change the narrative. You got to attack arguments that don't exist and pretend that you're right. You can't own who you are.
So, yeah, I'm unsure right now. We are doing some sort of analysis. I'm doing some analysis with DMs with JStalk of this a character getting his ass blown open, and there are theories right now that it might be a dog blowing this little boy's ass open. Not even just a werewolf, but possibly a dog blowing this little boy's ass open. So I'm not entirely sure what Tectone is liking here, but that is concerning.
You just got to be what the machine wants you to be, and that's all it ever is. Fucking harrowing. How many content creators I'll watch on stream, and then I'll meet them off stream, and I'm just like, damn, you are just like not the same motherfucker at all. There's some of the people who I care about so much. Nuxtaku's a real ass motherfucker, man. He's a great guy. And I don't even know if these people understand how much I actually care about him. Because I will admit, I'm pretty bad at DMing. I am. And to be honest, I'm okay with that. I don't really need to talk to everybody every day. I like the occasional phone call, the occasional DM, but like, it is difficult talking all the fucking time. People like Nux, man, just such fucking good people. People like asmongold. You know?
Wait, I see why not. Wait, now I see why Nux and Techie get along so well. Now I see why Nux and Techie get along so well. Now I get it. Now I see they both like looking at pictures of children getting their insides torn up by dogs. I see now. It makes sense.
Nux is the fucking exact same on-stream, off-stream, which I love. Asmongold's a little bit different. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I've just been so fucking frustrated with content creation. Because obviously, I mean, you guys know, I've been a big fan of Asm for a long time. I've had the honor of being in the same org as him and doing a podcast with him. I respect that motherfucker so goddamn much, it's ridiculous. And he is a little bit different off-stream, he is. He's a lot more soft-spoken. He's a lot more, you know, a lot more, I don't know, a lot more human. When he goes live on stream, he goes big dick. Hilarious. Love seeing that shit, but it's crazy to see a guy get so much shit. It's crazy to see a guy get so much shit while being one of the best people that I know. Same thing with Emmy. Emmy gets so much shit, one of the best people I know. Nicholas Light gets so much shit, one of the best people I know. Shinya gets so much shit.
Dude.
One of the best people I know. I could keep going.
So mark all those people. All of those people are marked and likely to have something terrible come out about them. If Tectone's saying they're great, those are marked.
And it's crazy how I have all these friends who are considered just rat fuck pieces of shit, and they're just such good, down-to-earth people. Donut Operator, the Unsubscribed podcast crew. I mean, holy fuck, these guys invite. I mean, I'm not gonna try to get emotional, but these guys invited me to spend fucking 4th of July with them off stream. Shit makes me so fucking happy, bro. I feel so blessed in this world. I know a lot of people see my journey through content creation. They say, holy fuck, how do you do it? I know this may not make sense to y'all, but I thrive. I thrive on hatred. It's bad. It's bad. There's so many fucking things in this world that I fucking hate.
Dude,
you want to know why that is?
I thrive on
so
hatred.
many things on this
I love criticism. I seek it out, in fact.
World that deserve to be fucking hated. There is so much bad shit that happens every single fucking day. And you're considered toxic, you're considered negative if you just look at it and say, hey man, that's fucked up, let's fix it. Everybody wants to ignore it, let everybody else do the fucking
it is literally always, it is always the most fragile people saying this shit. So true. So true. Anyone that says, yeah, I just love criticism so much. I just love people that hate me so much. I just go and look at it because I think it's like funny. I think it's like funny to just read these. Like, no, you don't think it's funny. You're checking it because you're like obsessed and compulsive. Listen, I'm a total narcissist. I'll check what people are saying in different places and stuff like that. Obviously, I'll check like people's coverage. But I'm not gonna sit there and pretend it's like, whoa, yeah, I'm just like so cool that I have to go and see everything people say about me. No, it's like, I'm self-obsessed. I'm self-obsessed. And if people are talking about me, I want to hear it. Why do you have to try and spin it as a good thing? I don't rename search myself, no. That's mostly because, like, it's just, like, useless. It's not a good way to get, like, a read on what people think of something. Like, if you just, like, I feel like people kind of rape their own mind by, like, scrolling through Discords or Twitter or whatever. Just like reading what like random people have to say. When generally, when someone puts out a message or a tweet on just like a low effort account they've got, it's not really a considered, thought out take. And you're probably better off just like trying to look at what content creators are saying or what persistent accounts are saying that have like, you know, some kind of buy-in. When you just go around checking what all the faceless retards who are saying whatever they want in Discord any hour of the day. Kind of like a... You're not really getting high-quality opinions when you do that.
Privileged-ass pussies see these fucking soldiers on the front lines dying for them while damning the actions that they fucking take to keep their citizens safe, to keep the civilians safe. Oh, it's so bad. Bro, freedom is not free. You have to fight for this shit. And I don't want to see anybody casting judgment on anybody else who's fighting for our fucking freedom. Whether you agree or disagree with the means, you can go fuck yourself. It does suck that I don't like games as much as I used to anymore. But then again, I'm sure when a good game comes around, I'll enjoy it. But right now, the thing that I'm enjoying is called my life.
Personally, I think going on r/YouTube drama and screenshotting every single post about me to post them on Twitter and argue is very healthy and cool. Yeah, it's, you're right. It's very normal behavior. Very normal, healthy, cool, and secure behavior to obsess over a subreddit that fucking hates you for years. Then, because there's another group of people that hate you, you start desperately sucking up to the subreddit that once hated you, that you obsessed over for years. And then you start epically owning and obsessing over the other new subreddit that hates you instead, and saying how amazing that old subreddit that you talk shit on for years is now. I think that's like really normal stuff that totally doesn't make you look like a thin-skinned loser who flips based on which group of people are saying nice things about him or which group of people are saying negative things. Totally does not look like that at all.
Which is great. He didn't always used to be this way. I've made a lot of fucking mistakes. I've picked well, I've had a lot of lady issues. I think I finally got a good one. I'm very happy every time I go off stream. I really enjoy spending my time with my girl. I enjoy a lot of time spending with my dog and my kitties. I never thought my life would be this way. I never thought I could actually find happiness again. Like this much for this long. I always live my life thinking, how long is it gonna last this time? I don't see any red flags upcoming. I don't see it. Before I used to see it. I said, man, this one's so pretty, but man, she's fucking nuts. When's it gonna go wrong? Or this one's got big jugs, but my God, I fucking hate this bitch. Oh, shit.
Bro, like, he's such a fucking weirdo, man. You're getting outed for some crazy shit. I can tell. You got skeletons. Probably shit we don't even know about yet.
I had another one. It was actually pretty good. I'll just say her, Elena. Elena was a great girlfriend. That was way back in the day. That was back in college. She was great, but I mean this generally. She was way too aggressive sexually. She was fucking me way harder than I fucked her, and I was like, damn, I can't handle this. I never really liked sex until, like, 31 this year. Yet they call me a sex pest.
Dude. What? Dude. What? Dude. And now what? Is he saying, I didn't really like sex till 31, that's this year? Does he mean, like, vaginal sex? Is this about, like, him being unable to get it up, to put it in a woman's vagina, and instead needed to force her head onto his penis every time? Is that about this? Is that what he's referring to? The fact that he could not have traditional sex? Or claim to be unable to? There's also claims of a micropenis in that lawsuit too, right? Freem or the other one, Pink, I'm not sure, one of them said that he had a micropenis. Very curious stuff. She was fucking him harder than he was fucking her. What? So I'm wondering, like, what was happening here? Is it because were the mechanics not quite working? Like, as in, perhaps he does. Perhaps the allegations of micropenis are true, and she was having to try and put, like, quite a lot of work into it to get something out of it. And he's just sort of, like, laying there, like... Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking, Q. That's what I'm thinking. Is it feels like maybe she was having to like really put work into it. And he's like, oh, this kind of hurts. That's the sense I'm getting.
Go wrong. Or this one's got big jugs, but my God, I fucking hate this bitch. Oh, shit. I had another one. That was actually pretty good. I'll just say her, Elena. Elena was a great girlfriend. That was way back in the day. That was back in college. She was great, but I mean this generally. She was way too aggressive sexually. She was fucking me way harder than I fucked her, and I was like, damn, I can't handle this. I never really liked sex until like, 31 this year. Yet they call me a sex pest. Yeah. Jesus. It is insane, man. The truth.
Whoa.
I covered it up as me scratching my leg. Thankfully, I have a very small cock. Because otherwise.
Okay.
Truth doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't. It's like the court. Truth doesn't matter. Only matters what you can prove. And on the internet, the truth doesn't matter. It only matters what you can get people to believe. I think it's sickening.
Yeah, very telling that you're saying that, isn't it, Tectone?
How little people go, let me Google that. They go, well.
Yeah, so let's Google Colonel Michael J. Robertson convictions.
Hassan said this, and I really want Hassan to eat my asshole, so I'll go ahead and believe this. Well, Dedham said this, and she's at least
the constant sex references, brother. You have a warped, perverted mind. You're a very warped, perverted mind. What happened?
I've never seen a woman before, so I'm gonna watch her forever. I believe what she says.
Good Lord, that whole Hassan clique is fucking disgusting. Like we are in the day and age where we have actual fucking supervillains, right? Actual supervillains harassing people's real life, their family, their children, their parents, their grandparents, their dead relatives. They're calling people criminals. They're giving them false allegations. They're doing false accusations. And because people align with them politically or are left-leaning, they say, these are the good guys. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I feel so bad for the children of today's day and age, because it's going to be a mess, guys. It's only going to get worse. You got these fucking freak shows on Twitter saying, yeah, they're 8 years old. Yeah, they're old enough to chop their dicks off and inject HRT. Yeah, go ahead. What the fuck? When I was a kid, I thought I could fly. I'm very glad my parents didn't push me off a building because I believed it so fucking hard.
Dude.
These are life-altering decisions that should not be made at 8 to 12.
What? We're just a random trans kids tangent. Where did this come from? Where did this come from?
They're giving them false allegations. They're doing false accusations. And because people align with them politically or are left-leaning, they say, these are the good guys. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I feel so bad for the children of today's day and age, because it's going to be a mess, guys. It's only going to get worse. You got these fucking freak shows on Twitter.
It's like, it's not just about the politics either. Like, you can literally look at Tectone and know, regardless of any politics, that this guy is a disgusting piece of shit. It's very blatant that he is a disgusting, worthless, malicious, just psychotic, warped, fucking perverted piece of shit, lower than dirt, scumfuck liar. Just absolutely lower than dirt, filth piece of shit, Tectone. It's so obvious to anyone with any sense.
Saying, yeah, they're 8 years old. Yeah, they're old enough to chop their dicks off and inject HRT. Yeah, go ahead. What the fuck?
Like, Shamu's a fucking right-winger, right? Shamu's a fucking right-winger. Shamu made the biggest video on Tectone.
When I was a kid, I thought I could fly. I'm very glad my parents didn't push me off a building because I believed it so fucking hard. These are life-altering decisions that should not be made.
I'm pretty sure Shamu's a conservative.
I also feel
he's just
so
a
bad
moderate conservative, not a retard, I think, right?
for gay people. Because, my God, there is no one on this earth who makes gay people look worse than gay people. What the fuck are these pride parades? You're gay, so you gotta walk around naked with your dicks out in front of the kids? What the fuck are we doing? Lazy-ass parents put on Coco Melon.
Dude, it's just so crazy. Yeah, and all these people cutting off their kids' dicks. Alright, man. Okay, Tectone. Okay, Tectone. Yeah, I'm sure you're very concerned with, listen, we won't go there.
call it a day. Kids are being raised by this gay ass shit on the internet. Believing everything they see on Fortnite and Minecraft.
We've seen your likes, Tectone. We've seen your fucking likes, Tectone.
That's a dated reference. That's just probably dead. What happened to Neopets, man? Content creators getting fucking pets for clout. Not even raising them.
What are we talking about?
Treating cats like fucking furniture rather than friends. It's just depressing, man. It's rare seeing people treat each other like humans. Or even creatures like, you know, they're friends. They just treat them like objects.
Noah a favor. Hey Noah, nice hair. Let me be very clear. I did not rape or sexually assault anyone. For context, this all goes back to a short fling I had over a year and a half ago with someone 2.5 years younger than me.
Bro, isn't it fucking crazy how they get that on everybody? They say, oh bro, isn't this guy a rapist? Like, at this point, Hassan, who hasn't? Who isn't a rapist in 2025, Hassan? Can you name a single person that doesn't like you that isn't a felon? Can you name one? Can you name one person that you think is not a criminal? Please try. Please try your hardest.
After falling,
you know what Hassan says? You know what Hassan would say to this, right? You know what he would say? He'd say, judge me by my enemies. Judge me by my enemies.
It's fucking disgusting. And the worst thing is, everybody who's trying to advocate for better treatment of each other, who are trying to go against the bad guys, well, congratulations. They're the bad guys because people have no media literacy. If you're right-leaning, if you're conservative, you're a Nazi. Jesus.
Yeah, true. Even Jay Stalk got Jay Stalk, karmic justice for opposing Hassan. Karmic justice for opposing Hassan while he was on the plantation. Finally caught up with him. Rapist.
Everybody's a rapist. Everybody's a pedophile. Everybody's a transphobe. Everybody's a homophobe. Everybody's an abuser. Everybody's a manipulator. Just because you have a disagreement of opinions. Good God. I'm getting eaten alive by the fucking mosquitoes out here, by the way. I feel like I have a lot of freedom. I'm free from all the shackles that used to bind me. OTK was great.
He's so cringe. Oh my God.
But it was so good getting out of it as well. It was. I hate when my actions affect others, you know? Because there's some people who are weaker, and it's fine to be weak, who can't handle it. And I'm glad I don't have to worry about them anymore. I know you're seeing me call out a lot of content creators, but I hope you guys understand the difference between my channel. And I want you, if you're here, I want you to leave a comment based on this. I want you to really understand the difference between my channel and a normal drama channel. Because people will call out drama because of views and clicks. And don't get me wrong, do I want more views? Sure, why the fuck not? Want to know why? Because I know it drives the haters fucking crazy.
Right.
But I'm not calling these people out because it's my job. I'm doing it because if you look at the people who I'm calling out, they're doing horrific.
It's just like
shit.
it's so obvious as well, man. Like it just comes through so clearly. Not only is he like bitter and resentful and will never be satisfied with any amount of success because he is just a bitter, resentful guy who only cares about like how much of a victim he is perpetually. But when he's saying like, oh yeah, I want more success because it makes the haters so mad. Really? You don't want more success because like you've got something you want to do with your life. There's like a direction you want to take your content in. There's like something you want to achieve. You want to like start a family and like have generational wealth. Like what? Really? You just want to make money because it annoys people you don't like. That's the only reason. This is supposed to be his, like, you know, he's kind of talking about his life a bit here. You'd kind of expect him to say like, yeah, oh yeah, I like keep making money because it makes them mad, and also, yeah, I'm gonna do this. You know, I'm gonna be doing this soon. They're gonna be really mad when that happens. You know, at least something like that. But no, it's like there's no future goals. There's no anything he's aiming towards or any end point where he feels successful. It's just the constant empty, victimized seething that he's probably been doing since a very young age.
horrific things. Look at my track record of the people I've called out. Atsu, making a fake suicide document to take down his enemies and his friends. Hassan, do I need to say more? Denims, do I need to say more? Frogan, do I need to say more? Mike from PA, do I need to say more? You've all heard this 1,000 times. The horrific fucking people who are accusing people of crimes, going after people's dead relatives. Spreading as much misinformation to blind the masses. Ludwig, getting one of his friends to near fatal levels of alcohol poisoning, ruining his entire life, and then skirting all accountability and not lending out a hand to help a guy who is one of the sole reasons why he's still successful in this space.
Okay, one of you retards who interacts with myself on Twitter or something, or whose stuff I interact with, is obviously liking all of Rashid Al-Haddad's posts on Twitter, because I keep getting fucking recommended them. Bro, this guy is so corny. This guy is so fucking corny.
I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. People always say with friends like Ludwig, who needs enemies? Bro, that's everybody. So many people are like that. I don't even like Mango. I don't even fucking know the guy. But you see these parties, you see everybody having fun. Mango was in a house with so many people, 80 other streamers, and not a single one of them was a friend. Anybody in that house should have seen that he was fucked up and he needed to be taken out. They could have said something. They could have done something. They did nothing. They did nothing. And yeah, he's retarded.
Oh, I actually did watch some of an asmongold video, and he actually defended himself from the killing his mother allegations. So I'll try and relay the defense to you guys. Basically, asmongold says giving his mom cigarettes had nothing to do with her dying. She had COPD and was basically written off. Yeah, they knew she was going to die. While she was at home with the COPD on an oxygen tank, she was still receiving cigarettes. She did explode in the night, or the oxygen tank exploded in the night and set her on fire. Asmongold got her to the hospital. She was treated. She was eventually released from hospital. She remained in the home, and she died of COPD later on. So she was not killed by the explosion. She was already on death's door. The explosion happened. She recovered, and then she died. So when people say Asmongold killed his mother, apparently that is not true.
But my God, would it have killed somebody to fucking do anything? I'm glad we have people like Sensitive Society and More Pegasus, WestJet, fucking piece of shit calling me a Genshin player. I'll kill you. Fucking piece of shit. To call out the bad actors, but they get labeled as slop tubers because, man, they really hate.
Dude, what?
Piece of shit calling me a Genshin player. I'll kill you. Fucking piece of shit. To call out the bad actors, but they get labeled as slop tubers because, man, they really hate.
So is it true that Rev Says Desu hates Tectone? I feel like I'm almost I almost respect that if Rev Says Desu goes after Tectone, because it shows that while the guy might be a total deranged weirdo, he would be maintaining a consistent standard he seems to have, where he will absolutely never let you forget it if you like Lolicon on Twitter and then start shit-talking Lolicons. So I would almost be like, you know, at least you're principled on that, if nothing else.
When people talk about the truth, don't they? They really hate it. They hate it, bro. The world hates the truth. They fucking hate it. Have I been wrong about some things? Absolutely. 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 But I always try my best. It's a big-ass bug. I always try my best to be as transparent, as honest, as truthful as I possibly can.
It's such cope.
I might have messed up. I might have spoke on some things in the past where I didn't have the full context. I mean, shit, I didn't even know what my own dad did until recently. I had to find out about that shit from Hassan. Although, again, he greatly exaggerated it. Greatly exaggerated it. But I'm glad I'm in this era where I've broken the illusion.
Dude, wait, what was exaggerated? What was exaggerated?
As truthful as I possibly can. I might have messed up. I might have spoke on some things in the past where I didn't have the full context. I mean, shit, I didn't even know what my own dad did until recently. I had to find out about that shit from Hassan.
But you've still been lying about it. You were saying there was no assault. There were no assaults, but there were. Your dad was convicted of 14 counts of sexual harassment and assault where he was repeatedly groping female subordinates. So you did lie, because that was just the other day that you said that, and it was all already out at that point. So even if you claim you didn't lie before, which you did, because you knew and you were fucking lying, even if you claim you didn't know before, you absolutely did lie the other day.
Although, again, he greatly exaggerated it. Greatly exaggerated it. But I'm glad I'm in this era where I've broken the illusion of the internet. And now I've approached everything with skepticism. I watched a couple videos on that stoicism shit. Jesus, holy, that thing is huge. That's the biggest bug I've ever seen in my whole life. What the fuck is that? Jesus. It's like a fucking bug the size of a fucking bird. That thing gonna pick me up and fucking fly away. Gonna bring me back to the nest. Gonna bring me back to Roach Ranch. There's a lot of things I wanted to say. I probably didn't say all of them. I appreciate you guys. I really do. I woke up this morning and I didn't feel too good, so I took the day off. And I also really wanted to spend the day with my girlfriend and my dog. I'll be real. I'm trying very hard to spend time with the people and the things that I care about the most in this world. I probably could have streamed, but
So I've been Shield or stream. Guys, that's a great time to remind you. 425 people here, 48 likes on stream. Some of those 380 people went, please moving the cursor to thumbs up and clicking it or pressing a thumbs up on the mobile device. That'd be hugely appreciated. If you want to take your support one step further, you can donate directly through a Stream Elements link in the pinned chat message. Also buy a membership to the channel, gift a membership to the channel, gift a whole bunch of memberships running throughout the chat, buy a super chat which will highlight your message and read out on TTS, or buy a super sticker which is YouTube image or GIF that will be highlighted in chat. They'll subscribe it to you. You can go to discord.gg/Kuihman, twitter.com/Kuihman, or reddit.com/r/Kuihman. Also, guys, you can watch live on twitch.tv/Kuihman every day. And we've got a huge push for active engagement right now, okay? Run a Twitter account, run a Reddit account, run a Discord account. Always be clipping ABC. There's an ABC guide in the subreddit. And post like hell. Okay, thank you.
I woke up this morning and I didn't feel too good, so I took the day off. And I also really wanted to spend the day with my girlfriend and my dog. I'll be real. I'm trying very hard to spend time with the people and the things that I care about the most in this world. I probably could have streamed, but I really wanted to chill with my girl and my dog. I spent about an hour and a half today building a mono green, it's called Shroofus deck for my girl. $500, Jesus. But, fuck, I love playing Magic the Gathering, it's so good. But I do feel very bad for a lot of people who watch my videos, not because my videos are that bad, and they are bad, but not that reason, but...
Yeah, he's got a new girlfriend. I can't wait till they break up.
It's not easy. It's not. I know a lot of people who watch me, who watch content creators in general, unemployed, working minimum wage jobs, and they probably live life they don't enjoy. And they use these videos as an escape. And I think about it every day. I think about how hard you guys have it.
Dude, every day I'm just tortured by how hard my wagey audience must have it. You know, they have to save up all month to do their pulls on Genshin. Like, they can't. I just think about how hard my poor wagey audience has it. It feels like I'm carrying you all on my back, you know? Dude, you're such a fucking pathetic... Like, desperation to cultivate that connection with the audience is just so transparent. You would have to be a legitimately mentally disabled, arrested development autist who cannot read social cues and has no buy-in to any real friendships for this to work on you.
I think about how difficult the world is. I think about how much bullshit you guys got to deal with, and I'm not gonna lie, it fucks me up. I'm a pretty emotional guy, I'm not gonna lie, and I know it does, I know it's not good to be an emotional guy in the content creator space, but I developed empathy at 3 years old.
Dude.
I just hope everybody watching this video, if you're experiencing a hard time, you gotta fight. You can't give up. You can't let these people hurt you. You can't let them get to you. You can't let them slow you down. Whether that's a shitty fucking friend that stabbed you in the back, and trust me, I know all about that. But I'd question for you guys to name a single person who I've ever stabbed in the back. I don't do that. Nope. I even go so far as to defend my enemies. There's some people currently who I go in on. They're like, I wonder why.
This is Streamers Disgust Me. That's the title of this.
To name a single person who I've ever stabbed in the back. I don't do that. Nope. I even go so far as to defend my enemies.
Yeah. Stabbed in the back means when you lie about details of your abuse allegations, they look at that and go, whoa, this looks really suspicious, and I don't think I can hang out with you anymore.
There's some people currently who I go in on. They're like, I wonder why he says this, even though that person did this. I could ruin these people's fucking lives, but I just choose not to. Sometimes it's just I'm just trying to let go. And maybe I'm making a mistake. Maybe I should hold these people accountable. I don't know. I hope you guys can continue to fight every day and keep your head up high and know that hard work is how you're going to find a place of salvation. It's how you're going to find your Vinland Saga. Great anime, by the way, you should watch. And where you will find your peace, because you cannot achieve anything worth attaining or anything covetous in this world without hard work. So keep that shit up. I know it's hard right now, but you got to keep pushing. You do. You do. And I know that may sound corny. That same advice from one of my favorite content creators. His name is Etika. He said some pretty motivational shit about about himself. Motivational shit about
What? Huh? What was that Freudian slip? What was the Freudian slip? Etika said a lot of inspiring stuff about myself?
That same advice from one of my favorite content creators. His name is Etika. He said some pretty motivational shit about myself
Unless we get news of some Brit-bonga knife crime Tectone has done, he's not able to insert or stab anything in another person.
Thank you for the $3. Huge appreciate. Keemstar, we need you back for one last job. Keemstar, I have a challenge if you choose to accept it.
favorite content creators. His name is Etika. He said some pretty motivational shit about about himself. Motivational shit about his life and how things are hard. And that gave me the strength to keep fighting. And unfortunately, you know, he didn't have that same strength. But I do every now and then try to talk about some of the morals, some of the values, some of the content that some of my favorite creators, some of my favorite singers, Chris Cornell, Wreckful, Etika, preach. Because I don't believe you've truly died until people forget about you. And to those people, they meant so much to me. I don't really want to let their memory die. A lot of the people who I looked up to the most in this world have committed suicide. Dude. And I think that's so sad, because some of the most beautiful people on this earth You know, the brightest stars burn out the quickest. And it's fucked up. I wish I could have met him. I wish I could have said something to him. I'm so fucked up, I think, well, maybe if I knew him, that wouldn't have happened. You know, it sucks because Wreckful passed before I ever got a chance to meet him, even though we would have lived in the same town. And trust me, I get it. Knowing the Austin scene right now, that's enough to make anybody crazy. I don't know. It's just fucked up thoughts I have sometimes. I can't tell you how nice it is and how life-changing it is to have one good
The baiting is just crazy.
friend that always has your back.
Dr. K, we need you. Alok? Keem? I'm putting together a team. Okay.
Space paraded by some of the fakest motherfuckers on this earth. Sometimes this field just disgusts me. Some people got no way to shit talk someone adequately, so they'll just make shit up. Because the moment you get enough people to believe it, well, now it's the truth. I want to remind you guys that the best revenge to the people who've wronged you is to live a good life.
Uh-huh.
So do that. Find that. Find happiness. Push through all the bullshit. Find your happiness. And that will destroy everybody who's attempted to destroy you. I'm probably rambling at this point, but I didn't get to stream today, so I kind of just wanted to yap. I miss you guys. Appreciate the subs in the channel. Make sure to follow me over on Kick. Probably still not going to stream on Twitch. We'll see what happens when I get on.
Wow, what a terrible, awful piece of shit this guy is. What a terrible, awful, manipulative piece of shit this guy is. Wow.